Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite rose fragrances. I have not too many, considering how many fragrances I have in my collection. I probably have about 6 or 7 I'm going to talk about. Now, all of these are going to be on the higher end and the more luxury, then there's a few niche as well. And all of these are things that I love and wear all the time. So if you wanted to see my favorite rose fragrances, keep watching. I talked about before in one of my favorite videos. This is the Labo Baie Rose 26. This is a city exclusive. I believe it's from Chicago. The notes that I get on me when I wear this are rose and pink pepper. It's a very spicy rose without being spicy, if you kind of understand. I don't know how to describe it other than it's not a very offensive spice. It doesn't hit your nose spice, but when you smell it, you smell pepper and rose, and it just goes beautiful together. I always get these from Lucky Scent, and I always get the smaller bottle because these are small batches, and by the end of the year I run through this and I just get another small bottle. I used to buy the larger bottles, but I just find for me to keep the juice nice and fresh with this, I like to get the smaller bottles. This is the 1.7 ounces, I do believe. I love Labo. I have a few other Labo fragrances, and it is one of my favorite houses for perfumes. But the Baie Rose is just one of my favorite rose scents, just because the pepper just really elevates the fragrance of the rose. And I would recommend, if you ever have a chance to experience this fragrance, definitely do it. It is very unique and beautiful. It's one that I think anyone who's ever experienced this fragrance has just instantly fallen in love, and it's the Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb Rose Explosion. I love this. Oh my goodness. This, upon first scent, you get the Flowerbomb fragrance, and then as it warms up on my skin, I get a blast of saffron, and then this just explosion of rose that lasts all day. And the sweetness of the Flowerbomb mingles really nicely with the saffron and plays beautifully with the rose. This is a very intoxicating fragrance. Unfortunately, this was limited edition, and I do think it's very hard to find now, but I am glad I picked up a bottle of it. This is just a beautiful scent, and this is one of the rose scents, I think, and again, I always say this, fragrances are unisex, whether they're designed to be more masculine or more feminine or unisex. Fragrances just in general are unisex. Anyone can wear them, but this is one of the scents I feel is a beautiful, deeply floral fragrance that would be gorgeous on a man. It's just absolutely stunning, life-changing fragrance. I mean, really, it's phenomenal, and I do love the bottle. It's absolutely beautiful, and I also like how long-lasting this is on me. When I first wear this, again, I get a lot of the notes from the Flowerbomb, but as I wear it, the saffron warms up and the rose lingers. Towards the end of the day, I really only get saffron with a little touch of the rose, but it's still really beautiful nonetheless. Next up is from Louis Vuitton, and it's the Rose De Vence. This one I talked about in a favorites video recently as well. What I love about this fragrance is it has an undertone of cedar and the sweetness and just floral notes of rose, and the cedar just anchors everything without making it too sweet, and it gives it this mature, just sophistication to it. I also love the bottle. I love magnetic tops, I'm so silly. But this is just a beautiful daytime and evening scent if you wanted to wear something light and fresh but still very substantial. The cedar again just anchors everything and also elevates the fragrance, and I like how the cedar, just like you smell it, and the first thing you smell is cedar, and then you get rose, and the cedar lasts all day, which is really, really nice. So I do absolutely love this. I got this recently, and it's just been a go-to I've been reaching for a lot. Next up is from Francis Kurkdjian. This is A La Rose. This is one of the most beautifully just put together rose fragrances I think I have ever experienced. It's stunning. I am just a fan of him in general. I've slowly been collecting every fragrance he's been a part of, whether it's the Elizabeth Arden, the Burberry, the Elie Saab. I just love him as my favorite perfumer. And the Olive Rose is no exception. I absolutely adore this. You get Bulgarian Rose, Centafolia Rose, is that right? Centafolia? The Damascus Rose. I mean, you get so many different roses here. I'm so bad at describing fragrances. I'm trying to get better. I'm so sorry. I know everyone who loves fragrances, who's really serious about fragrances, is going to watch this video and be like, why are you butchering this? So sorry. What I love about this fragrance is it opens up with this sweet, sweet floral rose. And then just immediately, like after it's been sitting on my skin for like 15-20 minutes, I get this beautiful white musk and just this touch of cedar. And as it goes and it warms up, the sweetness of the rose kind of melts into the musk and the cedar. And then as it lasts longer on my skin and warms up, you get another hit of rose. It's really quite empowering and really ingenious because it has different notes that just kind of like go like this as you wear it and it warms up to your skin. This is a beautiful fragrance for daytime. It might be, in my preferences, might be a little bit too light for evening, but this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous rose scent. Absolutely beautiful. And again, like just the mixing of the musk and the cedar with the rose, and there's just like a little bit of orange and magnolia in there. Just everything plays beautifully with this. It is a little bit fresh, it is a little bit bright, but it still has that beautiful sweetness that I always really admire and look for in rose fragrances. Next up is one of my favorite just perfume lines in general, and it's the Armani Prive line. It's the private line from Armani. Every single fragrance in this line I adore. I am slowly collecting all of them. They're so good. The first one that I ended up buying was the one that initially made me fall in love with all of them in general, which is the Rose Alexanderie. This is a very fresh rose. It's reminiscent of just beautiful gardens. It's moist and just alive, and you just get this beautiful sweetness of rose. I just adore this. I also like how this lasts on the skin all day. Excuse my chimney sweep fingers, I'm so sorry. If you've watched my videos, you're used to my art hands. They're not very attractive. Anyway, just this is a beautiful, luscious, sweet, just beautiful floral. It's, oh my gosh, I just smell this and I just get so happy. What I love about this also is it's long lasting, but yet it's still very fresh and alive, and the rose just, everything lingers on the skin and just smells very sensual and beautiful. So I've just absolutely love this rose. It's one of my all-time favorites. Last and certainly not least is probably my all-time favorite rose fragrance, and that also comes from the Armani Prive line, and this is Rose d'Arabie. Now I adore oud and I love rose, and this is just a beautiful just marriage of both of those fragrances. I love the sensual smell of oud. It's just, to me, it's intoxicating. And the rose, oh my goodness. I can't really describe this too much other than it's very sexy and floral and just entrancing. If I wasn't wearing something that was completely different than these, I'm wearing the Viktor Babylon. I have to excuse me, I'm really bad at pronouncing names, from Armani Prive right now, otherwise it's Mexican. I'd put some on this. I'd put some of this on. There we go. Just because every time I smell this, I would just want to put it all over me. But those two don't really mix very well, so I'll have to hold back. But this is just a beautiful, sensual, just deep rose fragrance. This is what I imagine dried roses should smell like. This is what I imagine if you're walking into somebody's like bedroom and they're just like all sexy and waiting for you, and there's roses and candles and it's just sultry. This is what I imagine that room would smell like. And I'm getting a little bit too TMI, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is definitely, I think, the most popular out of the entire line, and for good reason. If you love oud, if you love rose, if you want to feel sensual, mysterious, and sexy, this is definitely the fragrance for you. I love it. I'm going to link all of the fragrances below, name them, link where you can buy them if they're still available. I'm also going to list out all the notes that I can really distinguish when I wear them on my skin. Obviously, these have other notes as well. If you have any rose fragrances that you would like to share with me, please. I love to try new things. I love to collect perfume, so I would love to know your recommendations. Also, if you guys have any experience with these fragrances, please, if I have misinterpreted them or didn't give them the description that they deserve, feel free to let people know below or let me know below. Again, if you have any recommendations based on my likes, let me know. I always like having excuses to buy new perfume. And if you would like to see more fragrance videos, let me know as well. I love doing fragrance videos. I love talking about fragrance. It's just something I decided I really wanted to take my channel into because it's something I'm really passionate about. Also, if you do like this channel and you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe. It's free, I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes also on the weekends as well, so I'll always have something for you to watch. Also, don't forget to like it. Again, it lets me know to do more content like this. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever, and I'll see you next time. Bye.